Welcome back to War Thunder Weekly News. Bit of a long break, but I'm back and got some news this time around. First up, 163 Vulcan, as it seems like a pretty nice anti-air vehicle. A slight interesting note came up. It was revealed on Facebook that it will not have AP rounds. Now, if it's going to have some other type of round that can penetrate armor is unspecified, but AP rounds it will not have. During the shooting range, the Q&A section, there are some nice questions were asked. Most of them were pointless and didn't give any actual information. First up was a question about a mode that contains ships, tanks, and airplanes all engaging each other, and if we're ever going to see something like this. And this question has already been asked. The answer stayed the same, of course, which isn't too surprising. Having a game mode with all three of these types of vehicles together would be rather tricky to balance and keep interesting for everyone. As a result, it will most likely only show up as special events and whatnot, which is understandable because if you think about it, you could either have large ships which will dominate tanks, or you could have small boats which tanks will dominate with AT rounds and actual armor. Another question was asked about kamikaze weapons and if we'll ever see those in game now that ships or boats are coming. And the answer stays the same: no, they don't want to. Although it's not just because they hate the idea. I believe there's some legal reasons behind it with Germany and whatnot, because Germany hates fun. Although that would have to be looked into further. Regardless, it's not going to happen. Besides that, the rest of the questions were rather useless. Next up, an update to the server happened. The first note of this update was that identification marks of certain nations can't be applied to. This doesn't mean every detail, it just means identifying ones, like the Japanese red circle or Russian stars, American stars, just, you know, the Ronalds or whatever they're called of whatever nations, for the most part can't be put on other planes. This is put into place because in sim battles you could fly a captured premium, cover it up with, I don't know, iron crosses or whatever, and then pretend to be German even though you're Russian, which I believe is a war crime. Any existing markers, though, that are on these planes won't be removed. I understand the reason why it's put into place, but I don't entirely like it because I like putting the Japanese red circle on my German tanks because I like doing that, and I can no longer do that. Also, what I find kind of dumb about this is there's still ways to get around misidentifying your plane. You can still use victory marks and just put those in place. But regardless, it's already in place. Some people are happy about it, so I don't think it's going to go anytime soon. It's kind of annoying, but understandable. Also in this update, though, the Key 100's BR has been increased from 3.0 to 3.7. Not as much as I'd like to see, but it's a step in the right direction. I was feeling it should be around more 4.0. The IT-1 had its BR increased from 8.0 to 8.3. I believe this is the only tank to be at 8.3. And it's kind of on the ladder up to 9.0 and see if they add any other new tank. The Broomba's marker has been changed to self-propelled gun instead of tank marker. Took a while for them to fix that. And last of all, the Chardon's ATGM missile had a fix so it won't be flying in weird directions after you shoot it. At least that's what it's supposed to do. But a tournament of sorts, a 4v4 Gladiators, whatever. It's a team-based battle and has a huge prize of 200,000 golden eagles, which is pretty cool. I suck at the game, so I never participate in these, but if you are interested, you can get some pretty cool things. I'll link it in the description so you can read through them. Also, on the state of tournaments and whatnot, the Dislike Cup is going on. Started the day of recording this and will go on till the 11th of September. It seems like pretty interesting. If you enjoyed watching Thunder Show, this should probably be the same thing. You got 7 vs 7 realistic ground battles. Hopefully this also is going to lead up to another season of Thunder League, and we can get more interesting vehicles, which will be cool. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this and want to see more. Hit the dislike button if you hate this and don't want to see any more. If you have anything to say about any of the stories I brought up or anything I might have missed, hit me up in the comments. And thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe.